and welcome back to One Woman Circus. I'm Christina, and today we are going to do a yarn haul video. So this last weekend, where I live, we don't have really any yarn stores or craft stores by me. It's about 45 miles away each way. So I had to go up to one way for my daughter's volleyball tournament, so I got to go to Hobby Lobby, which I'm always excited about. So let's start. I didn't get a ton of stuff, but I'm trying not to overdo it with the yarn. It's so easy to do because you just want everything, but I tried not to. And I still feel like I got a lot. So the first one I got was I Love This Yarn, and this one is in the color, let me see here, Sea Blue. Next one is I Love This Yarn, and this is Ivory. And then I got it in white because I always need white. It doesn't matter what the project is. And then I got Sun Gold. And I think that was it for I Love This Yarn. So my idea with these is I have a bunny pattern that I'm wanting to start making bunnies for Easter, just to get a jump on that a little bit. I'm only going to make about 4 to 6 of them. They're not super big. It's called, let me get the pattern real quick so I can show you. So the pattern is called, I print out my patterns. It's called Sleeping Little Hare, and it's by Sulu Zoloman. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's black and white, so it's kind of hard to see, but super cute. So I got the off-white color to do that, and I also have another bunny pattern that they're wearing kind of a jumper type thing, and so I got those muted colors for that also. And plus with this one, you can just change colors on the body to have like fun little color mixtures in there as well. And then I got a few of the velvet yarns, and I got them all in the same color. I got, this is Ivory. See, so kind of a skin tone, because I'm wanting to make a couple dolls. I wish they had some that were darker and lighter and just different. It'd be nice if they had more of a variety of skin tone colors, but for now I'll have to work with this because I'm wanting to make a Wednesday doll and possibly a couple mermaid ones out of the velvet yarn. So they'll be smaller, but not super small. But they're not gonna be giant either. I don't want them to be like this huge plushie that's gonna be like $100. And then I have a goose pattern that either I bought or it's in my cart. It's on sale right now on Etsy. It's a goose pattern. It's the cottage style also. And so I got these colors because it's a set of 2 in the picture, like 2 geese in the picture. And I liked the way that they both looked, so I got the colors of both of them. Just in case I want to make both of them. I'll make one of them for sure, but possibly both. So for the body, I'm using, this is Yarn Bee, and it's Comfy Classic. This is in white, and it's a very actually stretchy yarn, like you can see, stretchy. I like that, so hopefully that works well. So I got white for their bodies, and then for their, I got another white just in case. For their accessories, because they have a hat, they're wearing, I think, a jumper and then a little side pouch, like a little side purse, satchel, if it's a boy. And then, so this color is Cognac. This one's Pale Teal. This one is Olive. I love olive. I think olive is such a pretty color. And this one too, this is one of my favorite colors. This one's called Clay. It's like a burnt orange. And then this one is Ocean Water. So those will make up the geese and their little accessories and stuff. And then I also got, I'm toying with the idea of making hanging baskets. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them. I just know I want something for this back wall right here to have you guys look at, something other than just a pile of yarn. So, I mean, it's kind of boring. There's nothing back there. So I want to kind of start making a little background. And one of my ideas was to make their wall hanging baskets, and they kind of look like baskets that you could put plants in also, but I'm sure you could put anything. So I was thinking of putting maybe dolls that I make or something in there. So they're kind of like scooped. And so I got a couple colors. I hope it's enough to make at least one or two of them with each strand. But this is Yarn Bee macrame, and this is 5mm rope. And it's 36 yards, and this one is light beige. This one is light gray. And this one is sage. So I've never done anything this thick either, so I'm curious to see how I'm gonna do with that. I'm not scared of the pattern, I'm just scared of the difficulty because of how stiff this is. If it's gonna be like cotton yarn where there's like absolutely no give, and so it's gonna be kind of like tugging and pulling with your hook, but we'll see, I guess. They suggest a 10mm hook. I might use an 8 or a 9, but I'll have to look at the pattern again and see what they suggest or what she used for it and kind of go from there. I also got a couple of things that were office sort of. So since I print out my patterns, I have a few, sorry, you can hear my dog walking. I have a few binders that I'm gonna be hole punching them and putting them in. That way I can keep them in good shape and organized. So I didn't have a hole punch, so I went and just bought a cheap, cheesy one from Fred Meyer's. It was like $6, but I ended up telling my mother-in-law about it, and she actually has one of the heavy-duty ones, so she's gonna give me that because she doesn't use it, which is super nice of her to do. So I guess I'll use this in a pinch or for my kids for when they start needing it for school, so no big deal about that. And then I also ended up buying a planner. So I'm hoping to do a few markets this year, and I'm gonna track it with this, but I also want to track what I make and what I sell and for how much as well in here. That way I'll be able to keep track even of the stuff that's not through my Etsy that I sell, so I can have a better idea of what I'm making, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, and all that. I mean, it'd be better probably to do something like QuickBooks or even just an Excel spreadsheet, but right now I'm a mom of 3 with a full-time job, and I do all this on the side, so we got sports and everything in the world going on, so it's a little busy. So just to have something to write it down, I guess, is better than nothing to track. But yeah, this past weekend I made an apple. Isn't that cute? I actually really like this one. A little apple. And then I started making a avocado because somebody had ordered it, and I started doing the back, and I did one of those things where I started making it, which is this green piece, and I'm like, how is this shape gonna turn into what I need it to be? This doesn't seem right. And it was from the Knot Monsters Farmers Market Edition book, and I was like, this just can't be right. So I ended up going on YouTube and finding something that was avocado, and I did the back for that. And so the front and the core was the Knot Monsters, and this is a YouTube video, and it just looks wonky as heck. I hate it. I don't like it. So I told the person, I was like, this is what it looks like. I'm so sorry. I was like, let me do it again, and we'll kind of go from there and see how it goes. So, and what I told them too was I don't like how up this green piece is, because I feel like when you cut an avocado, it's not always up like that. It's just more kind of flat. So I will say that with the Knot Monsters avocado. When I went back and did the other one, I wish I could show you, I already packaged it up and it's getting shipped out. But what I did was, instead of going straight from the brown to the light green and going through both loops, I actually only did the front loop. Yeah, it would be if you're holding it like this and you're crocheting. So I did the front loop only, so that way it ended up being flatter. I'll put a picture of it down in the comments so you can see what it looks like. So this, ignore the green bottom piece, the dark green, but this piece is the Knot Monsters one original, and I had no issues with that. But like I said, I didn't like the height of it, so I did in the next one front loops only. And like I said, I'll put a picture down in the comments so you can see it turns out a little bit better. But I ended up going back and redoing the back again, even though I felt like it wasn't going to come out how it was supposed to be. It was one of those, you got to trust the pattern. I've never run into that till now, but trust the pattern, guys. Even if it doesn't seem like it's going to come out. That's what I had to do, and it did. It ended coming out great. I loved it. The person loved it. I sent her a picture because I sent her a picture of this one first. I was like, I don't like it, and so she ended up liking it. And so yeah, it's being sent out. And then I got an order for 2 girls that are turning 1. They're twins, and the person wanted to get them loveys, so I made the elephant loveys. And I got this pattern on Etsy. And it's so funny because they sent me a picture of the girls, the twin girls, and they're sitting on a chair together, and they're both wearing tutus, matching tutus, and one is coral and one is purple. So that's how they chose their colors, which is so precious. And yeah, I didn't want to put the regular safety eyes just because those make me kind of nervous, especially with kids that are 1. If they're putting it in their mouth or sucking on it or something, I don't want it to pop off and then get sucked down into their throat. But so I ended up doing embroidered eyes. I just did it with regular yarn so you could see it better through the velvet yarn. And so yeah, got those 2 super soft, flat loveys, and I love them. Right now I'm still working on a doll that I'm doing. It's taking me forever because I'm so used to the big yarn, but I have a full leg done and then the sole of a shoe that's done, and the full leg is super creepy looking, but it's on my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, there's a picture of it and you can see it. So I'm just slowly doing that between stuff. I have an order for a triceratops that I'm going to be starting here in probably tonight, and then I'm gonna hopefully get my patterns hole punched and sorted out this week into their binders. I have a Cricut, so I'm gonna try to kind of decorate and make the binders a little bit fun. So I might make a video on that to show you guys, or at least a short. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. I do have a owl wall. I'm getting really into, I stumbled upon wall hangings and I'm getting really into those and kind of wanting to attempt one. I want to do one for my wall here also. It's an owl one. It's an owl pattern. It's super cute. I don't think it would be super huge or anything, so it's not too daunting for me yet or anything like that where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it, but I think I'm going to try it. And its wings aren't expanded or anything, so, and it's just a straight owl. Sorry, I slouched so bad. I need to stop doing that. But yeah, I want to do that. It originally, the picture of it shows it in white. Obviously, you can make it in whatever color you want. My walls are white, so I was thinking a dark gray or a dark brown. I'm thinking probably more the gray, because if I end up attaching eyes to it that are going to be black, I'm not sure how well that would show up with the darker brown. But I want to give you guys something to look at that's a little bit more fun than just this. Liven up my room here a little bit. But yeah, everybody have a great day. I'll be posting some shorts this week on what I'm working on, especially the triceratops. And I think that's about it. Everybody have a wonderful week. Bye.